Hello, everyone, and welcome. I'm excited to kick off today's presentation. We're going to explore Mega Goal 3.1, which focuses on Unit 3, titled What We'll Think of Next. We'll be diving into the reading strategies and ideas that help us think creatively and critically. Over the next few minutes, I'll guide you through the key concepts and activities that will support your learning. So let's get started and see what exciting insights await us. Today, we'll be looking at predictions based on information and how they can help us understand future developments. I'll give you some insights into future plans for space tourism so we can see what might be on the horizon. Feel free to read the details carefully for specific information. And remember, our lesson objectives are designed to help you grasp the key points thoroughly, connecting these ideas to the overall theme of innovation and exploration in space travel. Welcome, everyone. Today, we're going to explore space tourism. This is an exciting area that combines space exploration with travel experiences for ordinary people. Space tourism involves taking civilians into space for a short period, allowing them to experience weightlessness and view Earth from orbit. It's a rapidly developing industry, with companies working to make space travel more accessible and affordable. As we go through this unit, keep in mind how space tourism could change the way we think about travel and adventure. It's an incredible blend of technology, innovation, and human curiosity. So, let's dive into the key concepts and discover what the future of space tourism might hold for us all. So, do you think space tourism will become a common experience in our lifetime? It's a really interesting question to consider. As we look at the future, one of the big ideas is that ordinary people might actually go to space for vacation. Imagine that, regular folks like us, taking trips beyond Earth's atmosphere. But what exactly is space tourism? Well, it's essentially about making space travel accessible to civilians, not just astronauts or scientists. It's a new industry that aims to offer space experiences, whether it's a short trip to the edge of space or even staying in space hotels. This idea ties into our overall theme of innovation and future possibilities. As technology advances, what once seemed impossible is now becoming more feasible. So, the question is, how soon will space tourism be something we see widely available? That's what we'll explore in this presentation. If you could go into space, would you? Why or why not? This question really makes us think about our curiosity and sense of adventure. Space travel offers incredible opportunities to explore the unknown and see the universe from a completely different perspective. But it also raises questions about risk, safety, and whether the experience is worth it. As we consider this, it's important to reflect on what motivates us, whether it's the thrill of discovery, the desire to push boundaries, or simply the curiosity about what's out there. This ties back to our overall theme of exploring new frontiers and the human drive to venture beyond the familiar. So, think about what excites you most. Would you take that leap into space? This slide explains the phrase "out of this world," which actually has two different meanings in this context. First, it literally refers to something outside of our world, in outer space. Think about space travel or space tourism, things that happen beyond Earth. Second, it's used more figuratively to describe something that's extraordinarily exciting or great. So when we say an experience is out of this world, we mean it's truly amazing and unforgettable. Now, connecting this to our overall topic, we're exploring the idea of space tourism. Imagine taking a vacation that's not just on Earth, but among the stars. And that brings us to the upcoming article titled, "An Out of This World Vacation." It promises to be about adventures beyond our planet and how these extraordinary trips are becoming more possible. The key takeaway here is understanding the dual meaning of the phrase, because it perfectly captures the exciting concept of space travel and the incredible experiences people are starting to seek. It's a great way to set the stage for what's to come in our discussion about the future of travel beyond Earth. So, when we think about space tourism, it really makes us wonder, what are some things that once seemed impossible, but over time have become quite normal? It's fascinating to see how ideas that once sounded like science fiction are now on the verge of becoming part of everyday life. For example, traveling to space for leisure, something that only astronauts did in the past, is now being developed as a commercial venture. companies are working on making space tourism accessible to more people, which shows how rapidly our technology and ambitions are evolving. This example ties into our overall theme, how human innovation continuously pushes the boundaries of what we thought was possible, transforming dreams into reality. So let's talk about who space tourism is currently possible for. When we think about the incredibly wealthy, we're talking about a very small, exclusive group of people. These individuals have the financial means to afford the high costs associated with space travel, which can reach hundreds of thousands to millions of dollars. Right now, only a handful of private companies, like SpaceX, Blue Origin, and Virgin Galactic, are offering or planning to offer these experiences. These trips are generally targeted at billionaires or ultra-high net worth individuals who see space tourism as the next frontier for adventure and luxury. It's important to note that, at this stage, space tourism is still very much in its infancy. It's not something the average person can just sign up for yet. However, as technology advances and costs potentially decrease over time, we might see this become more accessible in the future. For now, though, space tourism remains a domain primarily for the world's wealthiest. This connects to our overall theme of how space exploration and tourism are evolving, highlighting the exclusivity and the immense investment required at this stage. So, the goal here is to make it possible for the average person to buy a ticket to space. And a big part of achieving that is understanding why companies are so focused on lowering launch costs. Essentially, the more affordable it becomes to send things, and people, into space, the more accessible space travel will be for everyone. When launch costs are high, only a few organizations or individuals can afford it, which limits the growth of the industry. But if we can reduce those costs significantly, it opens up opportunities for more people to experience space firsthand. This is all about making space travel more mainstream, more like booking a flight rather than a once-in-a-lifetime event for the elite. And that ties into the broader theme of expanding human presence beyond Earth, making it sustainable and inclusive for the future. So, when we look at the future of space travel, a big focus is on plans for sending people into space for extended periods, possibly even for years at a time. This is an exciting frontier because it opens up new possibilities for scientific research, exploration, and eventually even human settlement beyond Earth. Now, what has Virgin Galactic been working on in this area? Well, they've been developing a variety of innovative technologies aimed at making space tourism more accessible and sustainable. Their goal is to create a reliable, safe, and affordable way for people to experience spaceflight. One of their key projects involves designing spacecraft that can support longer missions, not just quick suborbital trips. They're also working on improving the comfort and safety features for passengers, which is crucial when you think about extended stays in space. All of this ties into the broader theme we're exploring today, the democratization of space travel. As these companies push the boundaries, we're moving closer to a future where space isn't just for astronauts or scientists, but for a much wider range of people. Virgin Galactic's efforts are a big part of that vision, making space more accessible and paving the way for longer, more ambitious missions in the years to come. So, looking ahead to 2023, the big question is, when does the Japanese construction company expect to complete building a hotel in space? Well, this is a fascinating milestone because it shows how rapidly aerospace and construction technologies are advancing. The timeline they've set for 2023 indicates that they're making significant progress, and it highlights how space tourism and hospitality are becoming more tangible goals. This development ties into the overall theme of how innovation is pushing the boundaries of what we once thought was only science fiction. It's exciting to see these plans coming to fruition, and it really underscores the importance of international collaboration and technological progress in reaching such ambitious targets. Let's take a moment to consider an exciting development in the realm of hospitality and space exploration. We're talking about Hilton Hotels, a well-known name in the hotel industry. Now, you might be wondering, what is Hilton doing beyond Earth? Well, they are actually working on plans to develop a hotel on the moon. That's right, A multinational hotel chain like Hilton is venturing into space tourism and lunar hospitality. This highlights how the hospitality industry is evolving and expanding into new frontiers, aligning with the overall theme of innovation and future possibilities that we've been discussing today. It really underscores how traditional brands are embracing the future and exploring new markets, including space. Let's talk about the incredible sight of Earth from space. When people think about viewing our planet from above, what do you think they most want to see? Well, it's fascinating because many are drawn to the stunning beauty of Earth's natural features. Think about the vibrant blue of the oceans, the swirling white clouds, and the lush green and brown landmasses. These elements create a truly breathtaking view that captures the imagination. People also want to see the details that show Earth's complexity and harmony, like coastlines, mountain ranges, and even cities lit up at night. These features remind us of the diversity and interconnectedness of life here. Understanding what most people want to see from space connects to our overall theme, appreciating Earth's beauty and fragility. It highlights why space exploration can inspire us to protect and cherish our home. After all, seeing Earth from this perspective often sparks a sense of awe and responsibility in us. Let's take a closer look at these key indicators. The first, T, stands for true, meaning that this particular aspect is confirmed or validated in our context. Moving on, the second point is F, which indicates false, showing that this aspect is not present or not applicable here. The third point is also F, again highlighting an absence or negation of that feature. Then, we see T once more, reaffirming that another element is indeed confirmed or true in this scenario. The fifth point is F, meaning it's not relevant or not supported. Finally, the last F reminds us that this aspect is also not applicable. Overall, these points give us a quick snapshot of what's confirmed versus what's not. Recognizing these distinctions is crucial because it helps us focus our efforts on the areas that are validated and understand where we might need further investigation or clarification. This aligns with our broader goal of making informed, accurate decisions based on the most reliable data. Our current technology for space travel, while impressive, actually makes it quite dangerous to even get into space in the first place. The costs are extremely high, which makes it inaccessible for many, and in some cases, space missions could be a one-way trip, adding to the risks involved. Additionally, space exploration contributes to a lot of space trash around our planet. Debris from old satellites and rockets clutter Earth's orbit, creating environmental concerns. Speaking of rockets, they require enormous amounts of fuel, around 100,000 gallons per launch, and most of this fuel comes from non-renewable resources, which isn't very eco-friendly. There are also health risks for humans traveling to or living in space. Radiation exposure, the threat of being hit by meteors, and cosmic rays all pose significant dangers to astronauts. Despite these challenges, space exploration has the power to inspire a new generation of engineers and scientists. It drives scientific discoveries, encourages technological innovation, and attracts high investor interest, all of which push us forward as a society. Finally, one of the most remarkable benefits is that space exploration offers us a new perspective on our planet. Seeing Earth from afar helps us appreciate its beauty and fragility, reinforcing the importance of protecting our home. All right, let's wrap things up with a quick look at the final slide. Here, we have the workbook exercise labeled as I on page 245. This is a great opportunity to apply what we've learned today through practical practice. Remember, exercises like these help reinforce your understanding and prepare you for real-world application. We've also included some homework assignments, which are designed to deepen your grasp of the concepts we've covered. I encourage you to complete these before our next session, as they will solidify your learning and help you connect the dots across different topics. Overall, this slide emphasizes the importance of active engagement, whether through exercises or homework, to truly master the material. So be sure to take these tasks seriously, as they are key to your growth and success in this area.